Welcome to the Kyber Lab, episode 22. In this episode, we're looking at a CLS versus GAS team. This is a post the changes from a month or so ago. In Kyber Lab here, we're focused on maxing your banners, avoiding mistakes, and removing RNG. So, this is the counter is a great counter. It's very hard to mess this one up, especially if you're modded correctly. So, let's check. First of all, gear. You can do this with lower gear characters, but the risk is basically General Skywalker specifically. He does a lot of damage, obviously, even after the changes. So it's a bit more relaxed than it was before, but the risk is that he'll kill one of your characters, the key characters. That's the primary risk in RNG. So if you keep it within a couple relic levels of the team, you should have no problems. You can do it with lower, but it's just more risky. So mods, the only thing that really matters, damage is great, but I mean, generally these characters are modded for damage, or CLS would be tanky, which is perfectly great as well. But you need tenacity on both of the Chewbacca's, the walking targets, walking carpets, walking targets too, because they need to resist the daze from General Skywalker when he stands up the first time, so they can continue assisting. Speed check. Again, there's a couple ways to do this fight. We'll get into that in a moment. But you do want to try and look out for very fast fives or gas, because if you stun Rex first, fives gets 15% turn meter when an ally is stunned. So if he gets enough turn meter to go first, or to go before your characters continue going, and he calls, let's say, gas, which is unlikely that he can call gas and make one of your characters weak, and if gas targets that same character when he stands up, you can kill him. So there's a risk. A very, very fast gas is also a risk, because some General Skywalkers are so fast they'll go before your team if your team is sort of slow. And then if they land days, then you don't get assists and it slow down. But that's rare. Generally, I think hitting Rex first is a safer way to go, especially if you have a bit lower gear levels. If they're all equal gear levels, as you can see here, hitting gas first is also very workable. Looks like an offense gas potentially, down to 50% protection already. So there's our 5 called gas, and got Chewbacca down to just health. In this situation, you don't actually want to change stance. You generate less turn meter, and the gas is more squishy. You do get a free assist, but it's more useful here to strip General Skywalker's turn meter. So he could have just stripped and stayed in defensive stance for turn meter generation, and generally the better place to be in. So I think he's going to go for 5s, obviously. Yeah, get 5s down. That was a huge mistake. I don't think he was expecting Rex to die, obviously. But in this situation, just kill 5s. You use your middle ability, 5s will be dead, then you can go after Rex with the basic. There's literally no reason to do it the other way. Now you have super clones to deal with. Okay, here you have to do the AoE. You should have targeted one of the other characters, because Rex is going to die with the AoE, so wasted 1 assist there. Here, go for a stun. Got it, very nice. And got a stun on C3PO. Not the worst thing. Better than on Chewpio. And gas comes up. And here's the problem you see. Let's say he had gone for Chewbacca. Chewbacca would be dead. So this is where the little damage earlier in the fight makes a big difference. In the end, he went for C3PO, easier in the end, and he's going to win the fight here for 52 banners. But at least 4 banners were thrown away. No one should be below 100% health unless, again, you get some really, really bad RNG, but it's very rare to see that happen. So could be 4 banners more. Be careful with your targeting, and usually targeting Rex first is perfectly fine to do and makes it a little less stressful. Hope that helped. Cheers.